What up, everyone? Sitemangala here, the Reverend of the Revolution. Welcome to your Daily Revolution. Today's topic, your situation, you created that. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. You know, wherever you're at in your life right now listening to this podcast, first of all, let me say thank you. Thank you for listening to my podcast. Thank you for listening to the message. And thank you for investing in yourself. Growth, your education, studying, reading, becoming, taking action. So this whole situation of the situation you're in, you created that. I've got a client right now, and with his permission, I get to share the story with you. This specific client has all the potential in the world. She's amazing. She's powerful, talented. She has had massive success. And for some reason, she's in a really tight spot. What's the tight spot? Paralyzed by her fears and paralyzed by stories and paralyzed by whatever. Who cares whatever she's paralyzed by? The fact is that she's paralyzed. So we got on the phone and had a very powerful conversation. And the conversation was simply, she was telling me about what had happened with her cousin and then in the past. And then she was telling me about the family and the divorce of her parents. And then she was telling me about all this stuff. And as I was listening, and I kept listening, after a while and all the questions, I finally said, we'll call her Jane. We'll use the name Jane. I said, Jane, can I tell you something? And she said, yeah. I said, who created all of this? Who created this situation that you're currently in? She just sat there, silent. About 10 to 15 seconds goes by, and I said, you still there? And she's like, yeah. And she began to cry. And she began to cry because she said, I did. You see, there comes a point in time, my friends, where you've got to get this principle. If you don't get this principle, you do not move forward. And that principle is simply this. The situation that you are in is the situation that you created. The situation that you have is the situation that you chose. The situation that you live in is the situation that you built. In other words, the life you have today is the life that you created. Now, there's two parts of this. For those of you who love life, for those of you who have results that matter, for those of you who can feel fulfilled and satisfied, and you feel like you're doing the work you were born to do, and you're in love with your spouse, and you're healthy and you're fit, and you're taking on life's adversities with a smile and a perspective of power. To the phrase, that situation you're in, you created it, you would say, I sure did. Amen. I'm so glad I did. See, there's a group of people out there who would smile when they hear that. They would say something to the effect, dude, it's so amazing. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I love it. And then there's another group of people. Another group of people who would say, oh my gosh. And they might even blame, the neighborhood that they grew up in. They might even blame their parents' divorce. They might blame something that happened in the past where they were dumped on the playground by Johnny or Jennifer. They might blame the color of their skin or the culture that they grew up in. They might even blame the economy. And if you're blaming, then you're shifting responsibility, trying not to say that you created, but my friend, you created it. The money you have, you created. The life you have, you created. That situation that you absolutely hate, you created it. Which means what? You can change it. You can change the situation. You are not a victim. You are not a tree that just sits there and stands there in the sun and that is a victim to all the elements. No, you are a human being. You are a divine creator. Someone who's got agency and the ability to do something different. You don't have to stay where you're at. Now, Here's one of the things that people say. This client, we'll call her Jane again. Jane says, Satima, but why do I do this? Why do I not do the work? And maybe you've been there in your life where you just want to know why. Why do I not feel like working out? Why do I tell these victim stories? Why do I do this? You ever asked those questions before? Let me give you the answer to why. It doesn't matter why. See, it doesn't matter why. Why? Because, it doesn't. The reason why is irrelevant. So what if there's a why? See, that's even just another mechanism of the enemy. This enemy that would just have you not do the work. Have them ask why, and then it's going to take you down the rabbit hole of, why? Well, I wonder why. And then you go on to Google and you look at more articles. Well, why do I feel depressed? Well, why do I not want to do the work? Well, why do I not keep my word? Who cares? See, you looking for a reason why doesn't help you. And let's say we just found the reason. Let's say we found the reason why. Great, now what? You still have to go and do what's required. You still got to go do the work. So you can sit around and what I call this the 17th dimension syndrome. The 17th dimension syndrome is where you're like, well why? Well, why did I do this? Well, why is this happening? It's like saying, well, why does the sun come up on the east? Look, you don't want to go there. It doesn't serve you. It's not useful. It's not helpful. So instead of going into the 17th dimension, just simply say, is this what I want? Is this what I want? And if it's not, you can change it. If it is, just smile and say, I sure did create this. Now, there's a group of people out there who would say, well, it's not exactly true, Satima. There's a lot of people that help me. Well, I can tell you this. I get where you're coming from, my friend. And let's not blow this out of context and bastardize this principle. Yes, of course there's people who help you. But look, if you get to the top of the mountain, nobody carried you there. You had to do the work. Yeah, we're going to have trainers and parents and coaches and mentors and teams and employees and employers. You're going to have, some of you they're going to be like, there's the hand of God in here. And even then, God, the God that I worship, still works according to principle and law. He can only bless you when you keep these certain principles and are obedient to certain laws and covenants. Right? There's natural law. So even then, it's like people, well, all I need is Jesus. Like to that, hey, look, good for you, but if Jesus is paying bills, great. I'd love to have Jesus pay my bills. But that's not the point of this. The point is you created your situation that you're in, my friend. You created it, which means you got to do the work. And it's no one else's fault but yours. And if life is good, keep doing it. But if it's not, my friend, listen to the message here. You can change it. You can do something about it. How? Tell the truth. Stop blaming. Stop complaining. Stop making excuses. That's what it is, my friends. I love it. Just look at your life right now. You created that. Which means if you're not happy where you are, you can do something different. You can change it right now. And my invitation to you, coming up in Dallas, at the time I'm shooting this, we are literally just under 10 weeks away from ProRev Live. ProRevLive.com, PROREVLIVE.com. Look, come change your world. Come transform your world with everything that I'm talking about. You want to know how to transform? Joining me in Dallas, Texas. Come be with us at ProRev Live and watch your entire world transform. Make a choice today, my friends. Choose and move. The situation that you're in, you created that. I'm out. For more info on joining the revolution and living your greatest life of prosperity today, go to www.yourdailyrevolution.com and join us in waking up, turning your brain on, and prospering today.